What's going on, movie fans? My name is Michael Weer. I love talking about movies, and we've officially made it to yet another month in 2024. Congratulations for making it this far into 2024 with me. But it is July, and since it's a brand new month, it means it's time for a brand new slate of movies. So in this video, we're going to talk about all of the upcoming July 2024 movie releases, and I'm very excited about this because July holds two of my top 10 most anticipated movies of 2024. It has a bunch of movies that look really good. It's got some movies that look decent. We'll see how the month shapes up at the end of the month. But for now, we are just going to talk about the ones coming out. And I have to say this is just my personal list of movies that I'm excited for. This isn't necessarily everything that's dropping in July of 2024. So if you're excited about something that is coming out in July of 24, whether it's theaters or streaming, and it's not on my list today, let me know what it is. Let me know why you're excited about it. And I'll do my best to check that movie out in July of 2024 and do a review for it right here on this channel. And finally, guys, if this is the first time you're visiting my channel, well, I would love for you to check out the rest of the content. I do movie reviews or quick reactions to everything that I see throughout the month. Last month, I did 8 quick reactions, 5 movie reviews. So there's a good bit of content on my channel, and I'd love for you to check it out. But without wasting any more time, let's talk about all of the upcoming July 2024 brand new movie releases. On July 3rd, guys, we get 2 brand new movies. The first one is going straight to streaming. It's a Netflix film, and it is Beverly Hills Cops. Axel F. That is the name of the film. Now, I've personally never seen any of the Beverly Hills Cops movies, but I hear that they are hilarious. They star Eddie Murphy, so maybe this will kick off me actually watching all of the Beverly Hills Cops movies over the next month. We will see. It's not necessarily a movie that I'm going to watch on day one, although I do love Eddie Murphy. It's just when you jump into, I think, the 4th movie in the franchise, you'll probably end up being lost. So I'm probably going to start my Beverly Hills Cops journey this month and try to watch all 4, and maybe I'll even give you a ranked list at the end of the month if I'm able to watch all 4 of them. But the other movie coming out on July 3rd is Despicable Me 4. Now, I don't know how I went my entire life of 34 years where I didn't watch any of the Beverly Hills Cops movies, but I've watched all 4 Despicable Me's and the Minion movies and all the spin-offs. Oh, that's right, I have kids. No, seriously, they love the Minions, and this is a movie they are so hyped for. They can't wait to go see this. I might take them on opening day, which is tomorrow since I'm filming this on the 2nd. I might take them on opening day, might give it a week to get the crowd sort of out of there first. But this is a movie that we're all looking forward to. It looks funny. You've got the Minions running around doing their thing. Gru's on a new mission. I just hope it's a fun time. Despicable Me 4 comes out on July 3rd. Next up, guys, we move to July 5th, and yes, we're staying in the same week, but since Independence Day is smack in the middle of July 3rd and July 5th, they split the movie release dates. So you've got the softer, sweeter, happier movies on July 3rd, but on July 5th, we get one of my top 10 most anticipated movies of 2024, and that is Maxine. I am so excited for Maxine. It is the 3rd movie in the X trilogy, and the X trilogy is a weird one because we got the movie X, which is a dirty, gritty horror movie that came out in April of 2022. I loved watching that film. Not only did I love that movie, but I've seen it several times since then. It's a movie I love showing people because it just takes you by surprise. It's a lot of fun. It's got a lot of great energy, but man, it's got that dirty, gritty feeling you want out of a horror movie. And so I love X. But then in the same year, they dropped a prequel to X called Pearl, and Pearl focused on an old woman, but played by Mia Goth, who also plays Maxine. It's a weird, twisted situation, but they pull it off, and Pearl is a fantastic film. But now we're finally getting the 3rd movie in the X trilogy. This is a direct sequel to X, and Maxine follows around Maxine after the events of X. She's trying to make it big in Hollywood, but she still has a dirty past, and so people are looking into it. It's got a stacked cast as well. Giancarlo Esposito is in this movie, and so is Kevin Bacon. I'm so hyped for Maxine. I will say this, if you have not seen X, take the time to watch it before you see Maxine. That's all I'm going to say. With that said, let's move on to the next date. On July 12th, guys, we get 2 brand new movies. The first one is called Fly Me to the Moon. It stars Channing Tatum and Scarlett Johansson, and this is a movie about the fake moon landing, about a group of people brought together by the U.S. government to create a fake moon landing in case the real moon landing didn't happen. Now, I don't know. I know that there's conspiracies out there saying the whole thing was faked. There's some people out there that think some of it was fake. There's some people who think none of it was faked. I'm kind of in that camp. I like to believe that we landed on the moon, but who knows? And then this movie looks like a bit of a rom-com. You know, you've got Channing Tatum, who's able to do that, Scarlett Johansson, who's able to do that really well. And so you've got these two that are in this movie, and it looks like a fun time in the theater. I'm looking forward to Fly Me to the Moon. Are you? And the other movie coming out on July 12th, I really don't know anything about it, but it is something I'm very excited for, and it is Nicolas Cage in the movie Lawn Legs. And Lawn Legs is a horror film, but I don't know anything about it, and I love that. I'm going to walk in blind to this thing, and I've seen trailer after little clip after little clip, but I really don't know anything about it. Now, Film Twitter is blowing up about this movie. They are saying this is the greatest movie that had ever come out since the last greatest movie that had ever come out, and that worries me a little bit because typically Film Twitter overhypes things to the moon, and then you get in the theater and you're like, well, that wasn't very good because you were overhyped online, so I'm trying to leave all that behind me and just focus on what I love in a movie, and that is a crazy Nicolas Cage performance, and that is what I'm hoping we're going to get here. But yeah, I honestly don't know anything about it, other than I think Nicolas Cage is the villain in this movie, and we need something from Nicolas Cage where he's the villain again. So I'm really looking forward to Lawn Legs. Have you heard about this movie? Do you know any of the plot? If so, don't tell me in the comment section because I don't want to know. I'm really just excited to go see this thing on July 12th. On July 19th, guys, we get two more movies. The first one is a horror film called Oddity, and Oddity is a movie I've only seen a trailer for one time, but it intrigued me. I threw it on the list of movies to check out in July, and essentially it's about a girl's twin sister gets murdered, so that girl goes after the murderers of her sister, but she uses haunted items to seek her revenge. Now, I don't really know what that means, but it's intriguing, and it could shape out to be the worst of the month, could be close to the best of the month. We'll have to wait and see. And the other movie coming out on July 19th is Twisters, and Twisters is probably my wife's most anticipated movie of the entire year. She absolutely loves that first Twister movie, and it's a movie I hadn't seen until recently, but once I saw it, I understood. It was a great movie. You see these tornadoes, they're not really villains, they're just forces of nature, and they're terrifying. And so now you have Twisters, which looks like it's going to have so many tornadoes throughout this film, but it also stars Glenn Powell, and Glenn Powell is just about in everything these days, but I haven't gotten burned out on him personally. I think he's a great actor, and I'm looking forward to seeing his performance in this film, but it just looks like a good time. Plus, the way technology is now, you can make those Twisters look so much more deadly, and I'm really looking forward to seeing what they do with Twisters. And that'll lead me to the final weekend of the month and the final movie of the month, because there's only one movie coming out on July 26th, and it is my most anticipated movie of 2024. I'm so hyped for this movie that I already bought tickets for opening day. I already bought tickets for opening weekend. I cannot wait to see it. And of course, it's Deadpool and Wolverine. This is a movie that I have wanted my entire life. I love the character of Deadpool. I love the character of Wolverine. And we're finally getting Ryan Reynolds' Deadpool and Hugh Jackman's Wolverine in the same film, and the trailers look fantastic. Now listen, a trailer can sometimes overhype you, and you get in, you're like, oh, that's not what I wanted, and then there's fan theories going around everywhere for the different cameos, what this thing's really going to be about. Are we going to get to see all of the OG X-Men? What are we going to get with this Deadpool and Wolverine movie? So sometimes you can overhype it, but I don't know if this movie can be overhyped. Just having Ryan Reynolds and Hugh Jackman on screen is probably enough for me. I'm so excited for this film. It looks like it's a hilarious movie, while it looks like it's also a kick-ass movie. It's got a little bit of that Marvel flavor where they can do whatever the hell they want because they're Marvel. And we haven't had a good Marvel movie in so long. And I'm really looking forward to watching Deadpool and Wolverine. Again, I'll be there opening night. I'll give you guys a quick reaction on opening night. I'm going to watch it a second time that weekend, and then I'll give you a full review. Might even do a spoiler review. It's been a while since I've done a spoiler review, but Deadpool and Wolverine might be the movie to do it for. I'm very hyped for this movie, guys, as you can tell. Are you excited for Deadpool and Wolverine? If you're not, maybe you're not a comic book fan. That's the only thing I can think of, because it's got everything else. But guys, those are the movies coming out in July of 24 that I'm most excited about. Again, if there's something I missed, throw it in the comment section down below. But what I really want to see in the comment section down below is the movies you're most excited for in July of 24. From this list, let me know what you're planning to go see in theaters, what you're thinking about waiting on for streaming. I'm going to try to see all of these in the month of July. We will see if I get the time. With that said, if you like this video and you want to watch more, don't forget to hit that like button, because it helps the video, it helps the channel, and it helps me right here. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Alright guys, we got to the end of my July 2024 upcoming movies video, and I love making these, just being hyped about movies that are coming out this month, and then I get to go see them, make reactions to them, do reviews for most of them. It's just a fun time. Guys, if you haven't checked out my channel before and you want to check out other content, well, I've got all of the best and worst of 2024 right there, and I've got all of my 2024 movie reviews right there.